Welcome back to episode 6, where I take you through, or drag you through, the installation of inspection rings on my wings.
I'm learning
Hope
that
you enjoy.
keep the videos to 15 to 30 minute length. So I'm going to try to keep this one to about 15 minutes to 30 minutes in that range, and then update you again with working on the wings. I've got to remove the paint. I've got to glue on the rings. I got a glue cloth on top of that, and then I have to let it cure and then repaint it. Hopefully try to find something that'll match the paint. If not, I'm going to go way out and just make them black dots, because as you can see, it's gray and blue, and actually I can show you now. I've already marked it. This is where the inspection ring is going to go, because the spar ends here, then it reduces to this tube, and the light is going here. So the wire is going to come out. I can make my connection, but then the wire goes here through and to the light. So I need to get the paint off of this to get to the cloth, and then glue the inspection ring, glue a cloth over top, get it, and let it cure, and then I can cut this out and work on it. So as you can see, it's gray, but by trying to find this same color gray might not be easy. So I can always just go black and make that a black dot. Or make it a red dot. Ooh. Just so it'll be different. Why not? Add some more color to it, because right now it's blue and gray with black lettering. Blue and gray with 2 red dots. People say, hey, that's Peter. How can you tell? He's got red dots at the end of the wing. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. You will be the first to know. Actually, the second, because I'll be the first to know. So that's it for right now. If you see the outro, if I've made an outro, then great. We'll be back, and it'll be the stripping of paint and mounting of inspection rings, and maybe even the running of the wires in the front spar for the lights. And I'll show you the lights in the next video as well. So, apologize for the handheld camera, which looks like you're rocking at sea. Oh, it's like one of those, what was it, 2 years ago? There was that cruise ship that the piano, or actually I think the piano didn't move, but everything, all the furniture slid to one side or the other.
Alright, it's time to abdicate the area.
Yeah, is that what's happening when I do this? Like, everybody, is your computer now sliding down the desk and your computer's sliding the other way down the desk? Is that how that works? I don't know. I'll have to see. So, peace, and keep your stick on the ice. We'll be back.
Wait. No, that's not the end of the video. I fooled you. There's more. Just watch. Lots more.
Okay, welcome back. Hope you can hear me all right. Project right now. I need to put, or I want to put, anti-collision lights and strobes in the tips of these wings. This aircraft did not have an electrical system before. Well, it had an electrical system, but no lighting. I'm putting in some lighting. And in order to get the wires to here, I need to get the wires through the wing to this point, make a connection. That means I need to cut a hole here. In order to do that, I need to put a ring on here so I can put a cover over the hole afterwards. But step one is I need to see if I can strip back some of the paint in order to glue on the ring. So right now is a little experimenting with MEK to see whether I can take down some of this paint and yeah, hopefully get some work done here. Get these rings glued on, and then we'll take it from there. So there we go. cut this out. Interesting.
A few moments later.
And this is where I noticed that MEK is not a paint stripper, but a really, really good cleaner. It took every bit of ink and stains and everything right off the paint, but it didn't strip it. Oh well, I will carry on.
Okay, before I do this, I'm going to do a little test on some hidden fabric area that is unimportant, and see whether this glue destroys the material. We'll check that first. Okay, so we're going to try this plyo bond here, which is forward of the nose cone. This serves no purpose. So we'll see. Now, mix thoroughly before use. There's a decent spot there. We're going to see how long it takes before it gets tacky. We're also going to see whether it damages anything.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, it looks like it's not bad. Let's get the squeegee. All right. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to let it rest for half an hour, and yep, 30 minutes. We'll see how sticky it is.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Hey, are we there yet?
No.
Well, are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No, we are not.
Are we there yet?
No.
Battery died, but it sticks, and boy does it stick good. But not to worry, I did have an extra battery, and we shall carry on.
Okay. Oh. All right. Well, the test glue patch seemed to adhere nicely to the surface. It didn't dissolve anything. It looks like it's compatible. So now I need to glue this ring onto this fabric here. There's debate. Do you need to take it down on cloth or do you go on top of the paint? The one thinking is you have to take it down on cloth. The other one is that the paint is bonded very hard to the cloth. It's impregnated into the cloth, and by bonding to the paint, you're bonding to the cloth as well. So you don't need to take the paint right off. I went and sanded it down with 600 grit just to take any glazing off here. So I'm going to go with leave the paint on and glue the trim ring onto here, and then glue the doily on top of that. And when that's all done and cured properly, then we'll see what happens. So wish me luck. So we'll see. Hey, take about 5 minutes to get that tacky. I'm going to put some glue on here, and then we'll see what happens. I'll be right back. Now the instructions say to wait for it to get tacky. That doesn't take long when it's a thin coat, so to me this is tacky. Not wearing brown shoes with a black suit tacky, but tacky. So let's see. Okay. Seems to be stuck on there. Now it's going to take an hour for that to cure properly, but I'm going to carry on and prep the doily and prep this some more and then put that on. We'll see how it works. Okay. Now I'm spreading the glue about 1.5 inches out from the ring, because that's where the doily was cut to, was 1.5 inches out. And it's already getting kind of tacky. So I better hurry up. This actually gets tacky a lot quicker than I expected. All right, let's see what happens. says the solvent to use is MEK to reactivate the glue if it dries out or all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to rub this down with a bit of MEK. It doesn't look like it's, well, oh, yeah, that sure does work. My concern is the edges. Really, my biggest concern, that the edges stick properly. Now I am going to paint over top of this once it secures. First time I've ever done this. And everything that's been told to me from people who have is pay attention. Don't really screw up badly, but it's very hard to screw up badly. And effectively, this is how they fix holes in fabric, is by putting a trim ring on it. And the fellows I've been talking to, they say, no, they don't strip down the paint all the way. They just go right over the top because the paint is adhering to the fabric good. So you glue to the top of that. It's not like you're lifting an engine block with it. So we're going to let that cure and see what happens.
One hour later.
Okay, well, I've got my inspection rings on and glued down on both wings. Yeah, forgot to turn the camera on. I made a mistake on this the first time and had to peel the doily off. And peeling it off, I realized this glue really does stick.
You ready?
Yep.
It's me.
So it took a lot to peel it off. And it was only on there for about 5 minutes. But I had folds and wrinkles in this thing, and it just, I was going to leave it, and I thought, no, this is really bad. So I put the second one on, and it still had a little wrinkle and a fold in there, so, okay. The first one I put on went on nice. The second one, not so nice. So it had to be redone, and it's better, but not as nice as the first one. So, go figure. Usually you get better as you go on, but no. So yeah, this glue, this Plyo Bond that I'm using, apparently it's not available in some jurisdictions because, well, unless you're working on aircraft, because this really sticks good. Always the good stuff is banned by somebody with, ban this, because I don't like it. Well, if you use it properly. Anyways, won't get into that. And the MEK is listed as a solvent for that, and yeah, it does work. It does dissolve it, but you got to really scrub on it, and it does clean the surface well. I sanded it with 600 grit, just to take the sheen off the paint and give the glue something to stick to, and boy, it did. Like I say, peeling off that one doily because it was really badly wrinkled showed me just how well that sticks. My fear was that it was going to peel off or something in flight. I don't think so, because after it cures, I'm going to paint it, and so that layer of paint over top of it, yeah, I think it's going to be just fine. Then I'll have to cut the hole so I gain access inside the wing, so I can run my wire for my anti-collision lights and strobes to that point. And like I mentioned before, I am using the wing spar as the wire chase. And let me show you. Just come with me. We'll take a second on this before we close it up. the spar, the forward and rear, both spars are the same diameter, and they are these very thick tubes. And it runs the full length, of course, of the wing. So that's where the wire's going to go down. Instead of running the wire through the wing and putting another tube there, trying to make more access holes so I can strap the wire down, just use the tube. There's, nothing in the tube other than the protrusions from some rivets and screws, but I can fish through that no problem because it's a big tube. I just have to bring the wire out here so I can get it to the lights there. So that's the progress for today. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be because it's been started and stopped and with me gluing and that kind of stuff. It might be a really boring one. Maybe I should tell a joke to make it interesting. No. I can just see the numbers dropping with the subscribers. Okay, no jokes. Okay, the numbers are coming back up again. Good. So yeah, that's it for this installment. The next will be, once this is cured, I'm going to give it 24 hours, and I'm going to paint it, and then cut it out and fish the wires and get the strobes. Oh, I was going to show you the strobes, by the way. Yes. The strobes I'm using, they're LED strobes. They're made by Kunzelman Electronics. Yeah, they look like this. This is what they look like. They're LED. They got of course, your port and starboard, your red and green LEDs, white LED off the back, and then, of course, a white strobe. And these are controlled with a controller so that you turn on your anti-collision lights, and then you can turn on your strobes. So you don't have to have your strobes running all the time. And reading the information, both on the website and from Aircraft Spruce, that apparently these are certified for night use. So they're experimental only, but they are bright enough and have the right stuff so that you can use them for night flying. Not that I will ever use it for night flying, because I'm not going to be flying at night with this. It's daytime only. I will have landing lights and I will have the lights on it, but the purpose for the lights is not for me to see, it's for me to be seen, especially if it's kind of a misty day and I'm coming back from a lake and it's gray and there may be other aircraft in the pattern and I want to be seen. So yeah, I think I've told you that before. So that's the whole purpose of it. These Kunzelman lights will be going on. They come with a nice plastic brackets that are formed to go around the tubing on the end of the wings there, and so they'll fit on there, and then you fasten it, and there you go. Looks like a great product, and I look forward to finishing the install of these lights, because once these lights are on the wings, there's nothing stopping me from mounting the wings back onto the airplane. There's a lot more to do, but that will be as soon as those lights are on. I think my battery died mid-sentence. We'll see. Where was I? I was talking about the lights. Yes, the wings will be going back on the airplane because I want to get them on as soon as possible. Even before the nose cone and the panel is done, I want the wings on the airplane and mounted, because then I can work on the landing lights and the rest of the stuff. So yeah, milestone. Hopefully this is an interesting enough video. Mounting those inspection rings was interesting. Much easier than I expected, but not. You just gotta use common sense. I mean, these are adhesives you're using, and hopefully, actually, I'm pretty sure, based on having to peel off that doily, it adheres strong, and it was still wet. The glue was had not cured. So once that glue is cured, I'll bet you won't be able to drag that sucker off. So, like I said, be back once I get some paint and paint them. And we'll take it from there. So everybody, keep your stick on the ice, and we'll see you again.
Well, thank you once again for following along with my Challenger 2 rebuild. Please do like and subscribe to this video and comment. It really does help the algorithm. Thank you very much. See you again. Bye-bye.